how does the United States government plan to pass an excise tax over Latin America?
Okay, that's a good point. It's an excise export tax.
Okay.
So what it means is that and in this case, it's a tax on a specific good or product, and we increase it in order not necessarily to raise revenue, but to prevent people from using it. So before the cigarettes can go to Latin America, it increases the prices on it and makes it harder for
So
people
before
to
the
purchase.
cigarettes can go to Latin America from the United States?
Yes.
How much of Latin American cigarettes are from the United States?
I believe one of our cards talks about how they buy like 40% from Marlboros from the United States. But even then, the fact is that, like, okay. I don't know if I could give you an exact number of like how many cigarettes, but what I'm showing, our Waters evidence shows that just the taxes that we put on the amount of cigarettes that we sell there, in and of itself, would save the 1 million lives.
Right, but if you're saying that we're gonna increase a tax, and those cigarettes are gonna be so expensive that people aren't gonna want to buy cigarettes, why not turn to alternative cigarettes, which are just as bad?
What did you say?
Why wouldn't people just turn to foreign cigarettes from Europe or Asia that are just as bad?
Like counterfeit cigarettes?
No, not counterfeit. Like, just because they're not Marlboro doesn't mean they're counterfeit, right? I'm just talking about cigarettes from another portion of the world. What's stopping them from getting cigarettes?
Okay, you'd have to show that they are going to buy those cigarettes from other countries. I think the most important thing is because they buy from the United States, our evidence shows that there's less people who are going to be smoking. Well, some people will still buy it from the United States, and that's how we make more revenue too. But now, can I ask you a question?
Okay, sure.
Okay. So you said that 23,000 deaths in Mexico were associated with our anti-drug policy.
Yes.
What does that mean, associated with our anti-drug policy?
Well, either the deaths were people who were directly involved in the drug cartels, or was an action of, if you follow the money, somewhere where our aid went that caused, for example, like a military...
So you said, so some of those people were, like, killed by cartels, right? Or I'm assuming...
Or, like, killed in a crossfire, killed in, a Colombian raid on a cartel, anything like that.
Okay.
You just follow the money.
So... What percentage of that is actually like followed from U.S. money, or what percentage is like?
So that's the evidence from the Center for Global Development. In terms of the 23,000 deaths following the money, it's all having to do with like the drug war. But in terms of specifically linking that to our aid, a 92% increase leads to 138% increases in violence.
Who declared the war on drugs? Was it the United States?
I would assume that it would be Latin American countries in the United
States.
States.
Yeah, it was Calderon in Mexico who declared the war on drugs. So if they're the ones who are... You said a lot of these violences came from the drug war, the war on drugs. Yep. If they're the ones who've been initiating it and perpetrating it, wouldn't that seem more of the causal burden is on them?
That's the evidence that we provide in our first contention about how we are providing Latin American countries with army troops, naval troops, marine troops. We're providing them with weapons. We're providing them with aid to substantially increase their military force and their police force to attack.
Quickly, has HIV rates gone up in Latin America or down?
Well, we've seen a general decrease, but it's still 300,000 as of last year. At that point, we could see a further decrease without our policies.
Okay, and are there needle exchange programs in Latin America?
It depends on the country, but none of them are run by the government.